Hello, beautiful friend, and welcome to Rock's Review Long with a beautiful debate about red hair pirates, basically Shanks, versus the Gorosei. And we are doing live on second channel because, well, YouTube won't promote my live at my main channel, Rock's Review. But here we are, hopefully with more of you friends, and after a while, we're gonna start this. I'm gonna wait a couple, like 1 minute. Say hi if you are here. Also, we have a poll up there about red hair pirates versus Gorosei. 7 people voted so far. 57% are in favor of red hair pirates. 38% are in favor of Gorosei. Hopefully everything is gonna be alright. Anime Lion. Hi bro, love your videos. Great to have you, my brother. I'm sorry for pronouncing that in a wrong way. So, hope not a lot of people are going to join us as we do the Wakiki, great to have you. TNK, great to have you. Cheaton, great to have you. Fake Kid can beat Shanks. Well, that is a very strong debate. I'm not going to walk over it. But for now, let's talk about Shanks versus Red Hair Pirates. I did a poll on my main channel, on my second channel a while. 50% said Red Hair Pirates win. Gorosei said 30%. And I'm a bit confused about these votes because, like, so many people said that Shanks and Red Hair Pirates can defeat 2 or 3 Gorosei, and not all of them. And I'm like, are we sure? Is that how the fight works? Let me read the top comments. All Gorosei are overkill for Shanks' crew. Maybe that's true. I thought recent bias would help, but damn, the amount of red hair glazing is insane. Well, it is insane. Gorosei-chan, help! Oh, wait a second. That is a funny comment. Red hair, brainier is real. I don't know what that means. The Elder would Lodef, maybe. For all we know, Gorosei can't be hurt for now. That is a solid point. And this is the main issue. Because for whatever reason, maybe ancient magic, maybe their devil fruit, maybe whatever reason. You can call me Anime, great to have you. Hunt Predator, great to have you. So here's the main issue with the power level of Gorosei. So far, we always had this debate, who? Cheaton said it's not that they can't be hurt, more like Straw Hat are not that level yet. And Sanji made Gandhi Dude bleed a little. Well, it is lagging. Trying to fix it. So hopefully we are back. Hopefully everything is alright. Cheaton said, it's not that they can't be hurt, more like Straw Hat are not on that level yet, and Sanji made Gandhi Dude bleed. And again, it's not the fact that they can't be hurt. That's true. They can be hurt, they can bleed, they can lose a limb, but they just regenerate to full potential power. And the question is, does Shanks and his crew have what it takes to beat the hell out of these old geezers? And I believe there are only 3 scenarios that we can talk. But before that, a lot of people are comparing Shanks' crew to Kaido, Big Mom, Luffy, but that's not what the hype of this story told us so far. They are the only crew that's been hyped by world government as a balanced crew. They said, whoever is in Marineford, we can beat you. And I mind you, whether you like Shanks or hate him, he's a broken dude, and he's not an idiot. Shanks is not a... Shanks hates people who make empty threats. That's what happened in the first chapter of One Piece. They made some empty claim that, hey, if you don't go away, we're gonna kill you. And Shanks is like, guns are not for threats. That's just not the who Shanks is. So when Shanks come to Marineford and say, hey, whoever wanna fight me, he's not an idiot, and he's not the kind of person to make empty threats. He proved that once again to Captain Kidd, hey, I will give you this chance to run away. Give your poneglyph, run away, buy your life. Unless I'm gonna fuck you. And he did that. It's insane. Shanks is not idiot. Why not active on Discord? I'm not a really Discord user. Perhaps that's an issue that I have. I'm sorry. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do it more. Can Shanks level Haki negate their magic power? I don't know. Again, the way I see it, there are only three possibilities. First of all, Shanks crew is a good matchup for this debate. This is a good matchup for this type of debate. But we only have three potential cases for Red Hair Pirates versus Gorosei. First of all, Gorosei are unkillable even to Shanks. Perhaps they are connected to the power, to the magic of Im-sama, and for that reason, they are unkillable. Perhaps they are truly unkillable until Im-sama is alive, until the ancient magic of God, their ancient weapon, whatever the source of their power is, because they have some magical power. I'm from Iran anime, if you didn't got that, because some of the part of the live was lagging. So perhaps they got that Shanks and his crew, just like Luffy and his crew, are not capable of doing any damages to Gorosei. That might actually legitimately be a case. It might be an actual argument. So can't break the unkillable powers of Gorosei. In that case, they will get a clean low diff. I believe that is the first result. I think this is the first time that I'm seeing you in any of my lives. Great to have you. That actually is, I'm gonna get to that. What do you think about Ekan Island so far? I believe the arc is second best after Marineford arc. Not Marineford Saga, because apparently we are in the best saga in the story. But so far, I'm gonna rank it between like NES Lobby, Marineford, and like top 2 or top 3. That is where I'm standing. Perhaps I need to go and reread NES Lobby one more time. And Elbaf is more than likely gonna be better. Great question, Alavides. So, back to the subject. If Gorosei are truly immortal by any way that we know, Shanks and his crew are effed up. But, second scenario, maybe with a very extremely broken Haki, and I'm talking about the raw amount of Haki. You have what it takes to destroy the barrier, to destroy whatever source of immunity that Gorosei have. In this case, only and only Shanks have what it takes to fight against Gorosei. If to defeat Gorosei, you need a broken, unimaginable Haki, something that only likes of Zebek, Roger, Garp, Shanks have. This is no longer the Red Hair Pirates versus Gorosei. This is just Shanks versus Gorosei. Anime said that you are an underrated YouTuber. I mean, I have more than 20 videos with more than a million views, so I think YouTube was fair to me, but not fair to my longer content. Maybe I'm gonna keep making lives on this channel until we get a good community, as we do right now. Larger community, not better community. That's my poor choice of word. So, if the Achilles heel of the Gorosei is just how much Haki you have, I do not believe any member of the Red Hair Pirates, even Ben Beckman, have more raw Haki than Luffy. And let's not forget, Luffy is failing to do any permanent damage. This is the best pronunciation of your name. I hope you're not ironic. So, I don't believe any member of the Red Hair Pirates have more raw Haki than Luffy. And Luffy is failing hard. He's just run away from Warcry. We had a live yesterday about the ranking powers of Gorosei, and that was an interesting live. And in that scenario, I don't believe any of the Red Hair Pirates have more raw Haki than Luffy. So if the Achilles heel of the Gorosei is just how raw Haki you have. It's just Shanks versus Gorosei. And if only Shanks can fight as Gorosei, at best case, he can take 1 or 2. But this is still 5 top tiers we are talking about. So, if the Achilles heel of the Gorosei is just the raw amount of Haki, I don't believe any of the Shanks crew, even Ben Beckman himself, will fail. Anime say, do you play One Piece Bounty Rush? One of the benefits of living in Iran is to get a very, very extremely shitty internet, and I don't think my internet is powerful enough to do a game while being live. I'm barely making it in a normal life. So I don't want that to be a bad experience just to get some views. I don't want to, like, if you're not having fun in my lives, I don't want to make such life. I'm here for your entertainment. So doing a game in a live so far with the internet that I'm getting from my country, it's not a reliable option. Why typing? Just to make sure that my comments are written, and I want to have my words out. But the third scenario is that, okay, Shanks and his crew, all of them have the necessary technique. It's no longer about the power level. It's about the technique. You can use Haki in some magical way. Again, I mind you, none, and I mean it, no single person who identified as a Haki master went all out in the story so far. We only got old Rayleigh, we only got old Garp. I'm not even sure if Whitebeard was a Haki master, but we got a level 50 diseased, mentally, physically cancered Whitebeard on screen. So none of the people that we saw so far have a great Haki technique to break them. Zoro said, what about Luffy Haki technique? I mean, here's the thing, Zoro. I made a short video recently and said, Zoro might get loaded by Noshuru, but Zoro has a technique. Zoro has a technique that Luffy doesn't, and that is Asura. Maybe Asura is what Zoro needs to make a permanent damage on Gorosei. Maybe that's the technique that they're gonna have. And if that is what it takes to actually injure a Gorosei, Zoro have more of a better matchup than even Luffy. And assuming 2 years ago, Zoro awakened his power, not every single member of the Shanks Pirate, but maybe few of them, maybe Shanks, Lucky Roo, Ben Beckman, Yasop, maybe like building a snake, few of them have the necessary technique to leave a permanent damage on the body of Gorosei. So, if top members of Red Hair Pirates, and I mean more than half of them, have what it takes to leave a real damage on Gorosei, only as much as I dislike it, can't carry alone. You can call Noshuru, why you call Noshuru the Gandhi dude? Because I respect Gandhi. How about Sanji? Well, not yet. Sanji, not yet. Not yet. Cheeton, maybe Shanks and Bet together can figure out a way to hurt them. They must have a weak point without it that they are too broken, and that's the truth. I believe I said this in the previous live, that the only problem that we have with the Gorosei power so far is that they are unbelievably strong, and I mean it. I cannot believe how strong they are. So they need to have a weakness, and some character need to know how to fight up against those weaknesses. But narratively, the number of those people cannot be that high. Like, these are the people who lived for 900 years. These are the people who have, at least most of them, at least 4 of them, for what we know, were immortal for like 900 years or maybe even more. So realistically speaking, as of now, the most realistic scenario is that Shanks and maybe, just maybe, Ben has what it takes to damage them. And with that, they still lose. This is the most logical scenario that I believe they have. As of now, the most realistic scenario for the people who lived for 900 years, people who were untouchable for 900 years. Granted, they never showed up a lot. Granted, they are not the kind of people who we saw in battlefields. But not being killed in One Piece world for 900 years is a big feat. So, the most realistic scenario that I have in this fight is Shanks and perhaps maybe at some case Ben Beckman has what it takes to actually damage these people. And even with that, knowing how just raw power they have, they will still gonna lose. But again, I think Devon Departure can do the job. So we have one main issue. Like Dari and Broggy actually cut down Saint, what was his name? Saint Jupiter. Saint Jupiter was caught off guard by 2 giants, but he healed. So maybe Shanks can one-shot. I'm gonna ask you the question actually. I'm actually gonna ask you the question. Maybe I'm giving Gorosei too much of a hype. Can Shanks one-shot Jupiter? Is that the case we're talking about? Can Shanks actually legitimately, honestly one-shot a god, a titan like Jupiter, if he has the matchup advantage? Because if you have the matchup advantage, Dari and Broggy cut down Jupiter. So Shanks is definitely fast enough to leave a great scar on his body, and if he cannot regenerate, he's gonna be dead. So is it gonna be a one-shot scenario? Votes for now. Like 80% of you said no, but I'm gonna read some comments, see what people said. The elders are legit broken even with the regen, so it's safe to say they low diff. Gorosei got this. You're reading Red Hair Piece. Well, Red Hair Pirates were main characters at some level. If it's a poll, always bet on Shanks. Lol, one Gorosei clap, all Shanks crew. Again, if they are truly immortal, that would be the case. It's like me, if I get permanent regeneration and I fight against Mike Tyson, prime Mike Tyson, I'm gonna win. Mike Tyson can kill me 500-600 times, but eventually he gonna get tired. The limitation of human body will catch up to him, and then I would be at 100%. So yes, if truly they are unkillable, Roger Pirates and Rocks Pirates and Shanks Pirates all together, they will lose to a single Gorosei. That might be the case. Read my message. Did I miss it? Okay. Rocks, all the last big battles show teamwork seems to be the key, and Shanks crew has that. That's a very great point, but can they hurt him? That's the main issue. Can they, do they have what it takes to leave a scar on the body of Gorosei? And honestly, Gorosei are far too important to be dying by the hands of, I don't know, building snake. Shanks is stronger than current Luffy and Giant, so I won't say one shot, but low diff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that would be the case. But again, in a 5 versus 1 battle, Shanks is at most can take 3 of them. So the most realistic scenario as of now, and perhaps this might be my own like dreaming talking about, maybe only a celestial dragon can break the magic of, I don't know, maybe that I'm going too far. Maybe they need to take down Im-sama so the magic of Gorosei be gone. I don't know. How many they got magma pool like Kaido and Big Mom? How about they got magma pool? I don't believe magma can hurt them as well. If Luffy can't, Shanks is not good. Do you play off stream? I don't play. No, I don't play. You might be shocked, but the only online game that I sometimes plays is Raid Shadow Legends, and I do that for free. I actually like the game. I don't know. I'm not gonna make this another promotion for Raid Shadow Legends. So that's the only game that I play off stream. Shanks that get beat pretty bad. That's true. That's true. In a 5 versus 1, that is just no. They have too much different power. They have fire. They have thunder. They have poison. They have horsey, dead horsey. They have dune. They have sucking. They have wind. They have sword. The amount of power that all 5 Gorosei can provide in a 1 versus 5 battle is too broken. Maybe only Prime Joy Boy can stand a chance. Maybe. Yeah, if Gorosei are realizing mortality, they need to throw into water. Maybe even that is not enough. Maybe Im-sama is a god of water and she can... And no, Hunter. They can teleport. The limitation of powers that Gorosei are showing to us is unknown because they can talk to each other without moving their lips. They can teleport, talk to each other from other side of the world. They can teleport from Marijois to Egghead Island in a matter of seconds. So no, you cannot even throw them in the seas because they can teleport and go to another location. So yeah, in a very, very extremely realistic scenario, even if we have Shanks, Zebek, Garp, Roger all lined up against Gorosei, the Gorosei can just teleport to another place. So killing them might be stupidly impossible. If Shanks can hurt and beat Gorosei, then it would mean the same to Kaido. I mean, Shanks did stop Kaido. Let's not forget that Kaido wanted to go and fulfill his dream of beating the shit out of Whitebeard, and Shanks stood up against his dream and prevented him from reaching his dream. It is interesting how Sun God Nikawa, I don't think Gorosei is as strong as Yonko individually. As a group, they are. I mean, so far, I like to. Can Big Mom show me the type of feat that Notsuru did? Notsuru is not even all out yet. Let's not forget that. Gorosei are not even all out. Notsuru didn't use Advanced Conquer Haki in his slash and he cut down Punk record. I do wonder if some of the Yonko, like at this point, if Notsuru, if Warcry be strong enough to take down Kaido, not Kaido, Kaido is too far. Maybe Kaido can do something to them, I don't know. They feared Kaido. This is a problem. Gorosei went on record and said that we have fears about Shanks and Kaido and Whitebeard. So I don't know how that. But if we have a matchup between Notsuru or Warcry against Teach, so far I'm gonna go with Warcry. So far I'm gonna go with Warcry and not Teach, because Teach, maybe even his Devil Fruit Darkness cannot work. I think Gorosei are children of Imu. I have to disagree. If they were given the powers by Imu, or the powers are from Underworld, they might be immune from drowning. I mean, they can teleport, so we cannot even drown them. Holy Knights, can Holy Knights beat Gorosei? I mean, I like to believe Red Hair Pirates are stronger than Holy Knights. I believe that's the case. So I don't know, if Shanks Pirates can, I don't know. Maybe Garling can. Yeah, I'm willing to bet on Garling. But I don't know. Luffy also have a voice of all things, still drowns. If they have eaten devil fruits, the teleport power shouldn't work. But yeah, who knows? That's the problem that we have, Hunt Predator. The limitation of these people, the limitation of what they can do is unknown. Gorosei are not even there to fight against Luffy and his crew. They are just to find the message of Vegapunk. And I believe eventually, at one very important moment, in the last minute type of thing, they will come and they will prevent the most important part of the message. This is generally how they work. Zoro said elemental Haki. I mean, Haki is far stronger than elemental power, so I don't know. Big Mom is nowhere near the peak of her strength. That's true. I like to believe that Prime Big Mom is not the Big Mom that we saw. Maybe she's physically stronger, but physical capability is no, it's not as important as Haki and skill. Read my last comment. I did, and I don't believe that's the case. Gorosei are the 5 commanders of the 2 kings. I like to believe Jupiter is a new Gorosei. I like to believe that. I like to believe some of the Gorosei died, and I like to believe that Saturn will die and Garling will replace them, and talk about the power of Gorosei and everything about them in the previous live. You are more welcome to watch it. I should turn, like, since I'm talking about one subject in each live, I don't want to make videos out of my lives, but yeah, if you haven't watched, catch up the last live, that was as good as this one. Gorosei are 5 commanders of 2 kings. I missed one. Oh yeah. Holy Knights number 1 crew. Garling top 1. Hunter Predator, you have some strong faith in Garling and his team, and I love it. You believe the volume is a bit low. Hopefully we have the volume up. Is it okay now? The volume is higher. Can we go any higher? Guys, don't forget to like the chat if you like the chat. If Shanks can hurt and beat Gorosei, would mean that he can do the same to Kaido's skull. I mean, yeah, in a Shanks versus Kaido battle, I'm always gonna be in Team Shanks. If we drown one, the other can teleport him. If we throw, yeah, that's true. That's so true. Even if the drowning, Chitan, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. That's a very smart way of saying it. That even if the drowning scenario works, we need to drown all 5 of them at once, which is like a very rare thing to happen. Samurai Gandhi is definitely a swordsman. Actually, I believe Gandhi looks like a man who belongs to Wano, so I won't be surprised if he be the king, the ancient king of Wano. Maybe that's the case. Jita Mitaran, yeah. More than likely, I'm right now willing to bet on Shanks and Kaido. And here's the last question. Here's the last question before we end the live. Can Kaido hurt a Gorosei? What do you think? I do wonder. Votes and comments right now. I'm gonna go and read some of the comments that you made earlier. Given how well the Straw Hats are doing, Shanks is just fine. Are they doing a good job? Hopefully we didn't lose the live. Hopefully we didn't lose the live. So far, like, I wonder what evidence we have that Kaido can hurt Gorosei, because for all we know, Luffy and Kaido had the same level of Haki. So how is it that we believe Kaido has what it takes to actually damage Gorosei? Like, everything in this in the Wano hinted and told us that Luffy and Kaido have same level of Haki. When we talk about Shanks Wi-Fi diffed an admiral from 30 miles away while barely unleashing his blade. Rox, who is the strongest Gorosei, Warkuri or Neshiru? I did the video about this previously, so you are more than welcome to watch that, the yesterday live. But going back to your comments, considering how much considering how much Shanks knows about the world history and plans ahead, I feel like he and his crew might have means to understand what it takes to destroy the Gorosei. That's a very good point to make, actually. Bro, Kaido downplay. I mean, because here's the thing, it's not about downplay, it's about matchup. Anybody can hurt Gorosei. No, I'm talking about permanent damage. I'm talking about permanent damage. That can Kaido cause permanent damage. That's the case. Not just hurt them. Nami can hurt them. That might be a... I don't know. I don't want to make a video about that so far. But I'm going to make a video about Zoro versus Gandhi as soon as we can. Rocks, brother. Garling does the same with Noshiro what Roger did with Odin. I hope that's true. I hope. I'm a Garling fan. My screensaver is Garling, the young Garling, the picture that was... I have a video about Garling. You can see the thumbnail. I use that. My artist did one hell of a job creating a good thumbnail for young Garling. So, I don't know. First and Shanks would destroy anyone in One Piece. Oh, he's the first comment, yeah. Depends on Shanks know about any weakness, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are still looking down at the weakness argument that we have. 50-50 on Kaido being able to permanently hurt Gorosei or not. So with that said, back to the subject, I believe as of now the most realistic scenario for what is happening in the story is that only and only Shanks should, and maybe perhaps like 10-20% chance for Ben Beckman, they might have what it takes to damage Kaido, to damage Gorosei. I would be very disappointed if Luffy Haki or Haki technique is lower than every single commander of Shanks. That's just like, even for me, that's true, bro. Even for a Shanks fan, that's broken. But Oda always proved over and over and over again that he's a Shanks fan, and there is a reason why they are endgame. Thanks for being with us. We're gonna catch up very soon in lives. We're gonna do this until you get bored of seeing my face. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see